Welcome to the 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade, presented by Camp Verde Promotions. This year's theme is celebrating the Verde Valley's natural resources. Our television broadcast is brought to you by Camp Verde Ace Hardware, the home of legendary service, and they're pleased to be a part of the parade again this year. Dr. Jack Houston's Camp Verde Eye Care. In the Bashes Shopping Center, see them in person or visit online, cv-eyecare.com. Keith's Sports Cafe and Bar in Camp Verde's Bashes Shopping Center features live entertainment the first and third Friday of every month. Flame Propane. You can count on reliable hometown service from Flame Propane on Industrial Drive in Camp Verde. Pay Tool Company, a dealer for Milwaukee, Jet, and Wilton, located at 661 East Howards Road in Camp Verde. Online at paytoolco.com. Call 554-0700. And now, guiding us through the parade, it's Jennifer Cohen and Brian James.
What a beautiful day here in Camp Verde. It's our pleasure to be along with you on Verde Valley TV, welcoming you to the 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade presented by the Camp Verde Promotions Department. This year's theme celebrating the Verde Valley natural resources. My name Brian, your name Jen.
Hello,
and
Brian.
You look amazing.
Well, thank you so
Tell
much.
us about your outfit.
Well, this is a period costume around the 1880s. It was loaned to me by the wonderful folks over at Fort Verde.
They are
So
wonderful
nice of them.
folks over there. I am wearing the same. Of course, I am a doctor today.
Oh.
This would be a doctor's
How
jacket today.
nice.
I only play a doctor on TV, though.
Okay,
So
I won't ask you any questions.
But wow, look at begin a beautiful day. Another
Oh,
great
yes.
turnout for this 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade. And don't look now, but here comes the cavalry, and this would be the
my
first
favorite.
float in today's 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade. The Camp Verde Cavalry, organized in May of 1958. It was formed to help preserve the heritage of the Fort Verde and here in Camp Verde, and has been part of the Fort Verde Days Parade since its existence. And it's leading our color guard, also escorting the Colonel's daughter in today's Fort Verde Days Parade.
Yes, here comes the Colonel's daughter and her court. This year's Colonel's daughter is Shelby Bowler, a senior at Camp Verde High School. She has the honor of being escorted by her very own Superior Court Judge, Joe Putner. Following her in her court is Brianna Getter, Cassidy Perez, Paige Lacey, Alana Neary, Laramie Mahan, Riley Smith, and Jordan Hudspeth. The girls also look so wonderful.
They do. They do. How
And
fun, and what an honor to be in the parade and
Yeah.
lead the parade this year.
Absolutely.
And I think this was, we in our notes it said that the motorcycle police and the K-9 unit would kind of lead the parade. So,
Well, they've gone ahead and let the ladies go first.
and that is such a
So gentlemanly
polite thing
like.
to do. Yes,
It's a beautiful dog.
it's so well trained. It's amazing. Have you ever seen those K-9
I have seen them at
demonstrations?
work. They are phenomenal.
just
Such
the-
training and dedication they take by their officers.
The amount of years of training, and yes, and the officers as well. Very impressive. And while we have a moment here, Jennifer, it's a pleasure to work with you.
Yeah,
You
it's a
have,
pleasure to
of
work
course,
with you.
TV's experience that goes back for
Ah.
years. So it's our honor to have you.
Well, thank you.
Here alongside for the 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade. I'd also like to take this opportunity and thank all of the great sponsors for bringing this parade to you, including Camp Verde's Ace Hardware. They're the home of legendary service, and they're pleased to be a part of this year's parade once again.
Dr. Jack Houston's Camp Verde Eye Care is also one of our sponsors today. They're in the Bashes Shopping Center. See them in person or visit them online at cv-eyecare.com.
And not far from Dr. Jack Houston's office, you'll find Keith's Sports Cafe, also located in the Camp Verde Bashes Shopping Center. They feature live entertainment the first and third Friday of the month.
And Flame Propane. You can count on reliable hometown service from Flame Propane on Industrial Drive in Camp Verde.
We'd also like to thank Pay Tool Company, a dealer for Milwaukee, Jet, and Wilton. They're located at 661 East Howards Road here in Camp Verde. Online at piehttoolco.com. You can call them at 554-0700, and we thank them for supporting us today and sponsoring today's 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade.
Yes, thank you to all our sponsors.
Looks like it's time for the post number 93 color guard, David C. Johnson, post 93 color guard. He has been the official Veterans Club color guard for the Fort Verde Days Parade over the past 5 years. Their motto is service not self.
That is a good motto. They are followed by the American Legion family of Post 93, their float. Here's a little taste of the Old West and the American Legion family of Post, auxiliary and sons of the American Legion. The commander of Post number 93 is on the float. The president of the auxiliary would have been a dancing girl, but she's busy announcing the parade today.
We would like to thank again Fort Verde State Historic Park for our great costumes today. And, we both wanted to wear a hat.
Yeah.
She gave us hats to wear. With the headsets, it just didn't quite work out. But their hats look great. Oh,
There
you
we
can
go.
feel the next flow, can't you?
You sure can.
The Americans Motorcycle Club. This motorcycle group is a nonprofit organization. It was founded in 1970. Its primary goal is fighting children's cancer and to support national and local community charitable projects. Their motto is, "Cancer does not take a break, and neither do we."
Nice array of bikes,
Oh, there's
various
some
different
chrome out there.
styles.
Years.
Beautiful paint job on the orange one.
Ooh,
Look at that
that
screaming
eagle
eagle.
pop, yes.
I like the old rusty ones myself. The louder the better, of course.
Yeah, I agree.
Amazing how all the bolts don't just fall off with all that
With all the
vibration.
rattling, yeah.
That and your fillings would come out after a while.
Very true.
Aren't these guys cute? Is that Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer?
You know, it looks like it
It
is.
sure does.
And you know, the interesting thing about this, they are representing the U.S. Fish and Game. Your regular employees of U.S. Game and Fish would normally be out in the woods making sure that all hunters and fishermen are doing the right thing. However, they can't be there, and they can't be here today due to the
true.
shutdown of the government. So, well, let's have a party and go fishing with Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. We'll let them lead the way to fun.
What happy-looking young men.
Of course, they are kicking off our Grand Marshals. The theme this year, Verde Valley's natural resources, and of course the U.S. Game and Fish a part of that.
We are very fortunate to have
Very.
so many natural resources around here, besides the beauty of the land and the wonderful health of the people. We've got all kinds of minerals and all kinds of good stuff around here, from mining to growing to wine. I would consider that a natural resource.
Absolutely.
I don't know about you.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're throwing T-shirts or bags or something. All right. A little swag in this parade.
It's so much fun to be at parades, and this parade is always, I mean, you can see it's 4, 5, 6 deep all the way down Main Street here in beautiful Camp Verde.
And this is Western National Parks Association. Number 8.
Which is, on our sheet, a little different.
Well, the National Park Service is going to be honored today by the presence of their friends and families of the federal employees. The National Park Service, Montezuma's Castle, Montezuma Well, Tuzagut National Monument, they embrace the leave no trace principles for national heritage sites so that they can protect these precious resources for all generations. If you take it, if you bring it in, take it out. If it's whole, don't break it. If it belongs to someone else, don't take it. And please don't try to rearrange it.
No. Good words to remember when you go out and enjoy our beautiful surrounding areas. Fort Verde Days, of course, this is the 57th annual parade. Fort Verde State Historic Park celebrating Fort Verde Days with free admission today and tomorrow. And they do that every year for Fort Verde Days. And if you have not walked through the fort, what a great opportunity to do so.
It's really well preserved. They do a
Very well
beautiful
preserved.
job, and such dedicated employees today.
We now welcome the State Park Service. There is something to be said for separation of state and federal. Thank goodness for Fort Verde State Park and the photographer's wagon. Fort Verde is one of the best preserved examples of a period fort in Arizona State Park, the Arizona State Park system, and they host the Buffalo Soldiers in February, History of the Soldier in April, Fort Verde Days, of course, right now, and Vintage Frontier Christmas. That's an exciting event coming up right around the corner. Remember, admission is park. We were just talking about that. Admission into the park, free all weekend, and they invite you, if you're in Camp Verde today, to, of course, go see the Vintage Baseball game. That's at 1 o'clock, and they thank everyone for your attendance in today's parade.
Absolutely. This is such a family-friendly event with a good dose of patriotism, history, and fun. Oh, cute. Here comes the Yavapai Apache Nation Tiny Tot Girl. Please welcome the Yavapai Apache Nation Tiny Tot girl, Peyton Valles, escorted in this 2011 Toyota Corolla.
An adorable, escorted in, I would say on.
Yes, look at this brave little girl.
Since I've been able to sit on the hood of a car. I think I would have.
What a lucky and brave little girl. What a beautiful beaded outfit she's wearing.
How fun.
And she waves just like the Queen of England.
She has a
It's
parade
the Queen's wave. Oh, that's wonderful.
How fun. Something she'll never forget, certainly today.
What an honor for her. It's so sweet.
Here we have the Yavapai Apache Nation royalty. Miss Yavapai Nation teen is the lovely Ashley Hines. Giving Ashley a good round of applause and waving.
Very nice.
Miss Teen Royalty.
Beautiful. And again, with the beaded headdress. The beautiful outfits, which I know they make themselves.
And, of course, we have I'm going to say we have the best view of today's parade.
Do.
And we'd like to thank the Copper Star Shooting Range. And we are standing right now in this unbelievable unit. It's a 1977 Unimog. It's owned by the Copper Star Shooting Range. And for the second year in a row, they've donated to us to announce the parade for you here today. And this vehicle would be a lot of fun.
Way too much fun. I would love to get to drive this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun just to stand in it. Yeah.
Can you believe it's made by Mercedes-Benz? It's a 1977 Mercedes-Benz. It started life as a fire truck in a small village in Bavaria.
I have heard some of the history. I know it's had quite an amazing life.
It has. Oh, and here come the greyhounds of the Verde Valley. These beautiful, gentle, rescued greyhounds are looking for forever homes. They get along great with children and other dogs. They would love to sit in your lap if your lap was big enough. The greyhound was favored greatly by royalty. So if you want to get your royal on, just put on some purple and adopt yourself a greyhound, and you'll be all set.
The greyhounds, they are such neat, loving animals, and a lot of these are retired race dogs.
Yes.
And the greyhounds of the Verde Valley have done a great job taking these dogs in. And the goal today, all of these dogs you just saw walk by on TV are available for adoption and certainly looking for forever homes.
I would take them all home if I could.
I wish I could too.
I absolutely would. Oh gosh, look at these guys. They're so cute.
They are.
I love how everyone turns out with costumes and coordinated outfits, and these guys wearing their beautiful sombreros for the Bread of Life mission.
Yeah, and that is our next float, the Bread of Life. The Bread of Life mission has been serving Jesus in Camp Verde for over 19 years now. They provide free meals, fellowship, music, and inspiration to all those in need, and they seem to be in the parade every year as well. We thank the Bread of Life mission for being in today's 57th annual Fort Verde Days Parade.
So great. This little peanut running around giving everybody granola bars, keeping everybody on their feet. That's wonderful. The Bread of Life mission, hunger no more. Very nice.
Excellent.
Nice turnout. Boy, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the schedule of events for the Fort Verde State Historic Park.
There really is. And again, free admission Saturday and Sunday during Fort Verde Days.
After the parade, there'll be an equestrian presentation of the Colonel's Daughter and the Camp Verde Cavalry on the parade grounds. Then they'll have the cannon demonstration at 12:40. They were practicing this morning. I was sitting in my truck.
Did it make you jump?
I thought someone had run into the back of my truck. And then I realized it was just the cannons. And then Dr. Sam Palmer will be presenting the Battle of Big Dry Wash at 1 o'clock in the Administration and Museum building. And then, of course, the vintage baseball game, as we were talking about earlier. I loved the gentlemen in their little stripes. They're so cute. That's going to be at 1. And the fashion show, which I know you're headlining, will be at 2.
No, I'm actually in the beard competition that takes place later today. What do you think?
Where'd you leave your beard?
In a month.
Really? You should have stopped last year, I think. You needed quite a head start.
Maybe for next year I'll be ready.
And if anyone is interested, at 4, they'll be doing the vintage wedding and renewal of vows.
Oh, that's going to be fun
I would
as well.
love to see the outfits for that one.
Right.
And if you're a history buff, John Yazzie at 3 o'clock will be doing the Navajo attack on Fort Defiance. You'll be learning lots of really great stuff. And then at 5 this evening, we will have the flag retreat ceremony on the parade grounds. Patriotism always brings tears to my eyes.
It really does, and maybe the most patriotic day of the year in Camp Verde today, but certainly it lives all year long. Coming up next month, of course, we celebrate Veterans Day, and they will have a Veterans Day memorial service at Fort Verde State Historic Park. Your opportunity to bring your flags to be retired and take a moment to pay tribute to those who gave their lives serving our country. And for those who continue to serve, Coming up in December, we talked quickly about it, the Victorian Ornament Making Workshop. That's coming up on December 7th. Now, the Ornament Making Workshop is from 10 to 2, and then they're doing candlelight tours of Fort Verde State Historic Park. How interesting would that be? And
by candlelight.
By candlelight, yeah, and that takes place later that evening from 5 to 8:30. So they encourage you to make your ornament that morning and come back for the candlelight walkthrough.
How nice. There's nothing quite so special as a Victorian Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, so lavish.
And yes, it still feels, I got to be honest, Jen, like
it still feels like Christmas.
Well, I was going to say it still feels like it should be summer, but the temperatures have certainly been changing.
That's true. We went from summer to fall very quickly.
Snow earlier this week.
Yes,
snow earlier than
I believe the snow.
Really ever remember it.
Yes, and now we're sitting up here in lovely wool uniforms.
Yes.
Roasting. But it's good for us, right? And here comes Ace Hardware. Our Camp Verde Ace Hardware is showcasing its 1957 Ford fire truck. Ace is the home of legendary customer service and also provides electrical service for the announcing of the parade.
Yeah, and they are not only proud to be here in the parade, they're proud to sponsor our television coverage today on Verde Valley TV, and we thank them for being a sponsor of us today.
Thank you, Camp Verde Ace Hardware. And they're throwing beads. Got a little bit of the bling going on.
Whoa. Threw the beads right at us. And,
I know. It was a good toss. We were pretty bad. That was our fault right there. He could have practically handed those to us.
Love those old fire engines, though. It's just so neat.
They take such good care of it.
They really
do. It's so beautifully shiny.
They really do.
Hard to believe this Unimog was used as a fire engine. That had to be a riot. I suppose we're standing where the water tank would have been.
Probably. And it's been all around the world, too. It's got a very interesting history.
It has. After it left Germany, it went to the South Pacific to work as a fire truck again, but this time in dangerous explosives.
Ooh.
How fun. How James Bond.
I'm glad it survived, yeah.
And then it came here, and now it rests its gears at the Copper Star Shooting Range on Sharpshooter Way in Camp Verde.
Oh, look at these smiling kids, and they are be ready to catch because these kids are throwing.
Ooh.
So we welcome the United Christian School of the Verde Valley. Their best natural resource, of course, everyone's natural resource, the best we have to offer our children. The United Christian School teaches children to live by the book as they become the leaders of tomorrow. A lot of smiling faces out there.
Oh, precious. Nothing like a group of smiling, healthy, happy, shiny little children.
Is it just me, or is it impossible not to smile looking at them having a great time?
Yes. And they're all so cute. Oh, look, they're all in costume in the back. We have nurses and doctors and plumbers and an FBI agent. Look out. A chef. Oh, there's several FBI agents on there. I guess that's what they want to be when they grow up.
That is great.
Oh,
great flow.
That's great. Very cool. All their little waves. Oh, here's Bill Dean on Prince. Bill Dean is riding Prince today, a Tennessee walker. Bill is a member of the Caballo del Sol, a non-profit organization that raises money for charities by holding different trail rides throughout the years. Oh, that tack's got to weigh a ton.
Oh, yeah, there is some serious bling on that, isn't there?
Beautiful horse.
Oh,
look, mugging for the camera. Prince, that's wonderful. All right.
We love, well, I should say, I can't speak for you, but I love parades that feature tractors, and we're sure to have a lot today leading the tractors. Camp Verde Historical Society. We have a beautiful John Deere tractor. And the Camp Verde Historical Society honors the Verde Valley's natural resources, and these precious citizens that we're going to see on board the float, believe it or not, are all over the age of 90.
I know. Is that amazing? See, that's how good life is out here in the Verde Valley.
Yeah.
We live a long time here.
Yeah, ages range from 90 to 98. Wow. Going to pause for some picture opportunities here.
Oh, of course. Tractor all beautiful, clean and shiny.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful John Deere 4020 diesel. Smell the diesel.
I can smell the diesel.
I love the smell of diesel in the morning.
Me too. Archie Church, Peggy Funk, Beck Humble, Solon Hosley, George Kolakovich, George Lumen, and Dorothy Wood. Their ages combine and add up to 657 years.
That's a lot of knowledge.
And they look like they have a lot more ahead of them.
Absolutely.
Our precious natural resources. They are driven, again, as you mentioned, that 1971 John Deere tractor driven by Bob Ashcroft and accompanied by Ray Floyd.
Nice driving, Bob.
Look at the bubble machine on the back.
I know, it's so much fun. A sense of humor really helps you have a nice long life. They say those who smile live an average of 15 years longer.
Good advice.
Yes, absolutely. Get another 15 years out of life and 15 more years to enjoy, for sure. That means I'll live to 140. Because I never stop smiling.
You are always smiling. That's great.
Yeah, it's a permanent thing, you know.
Ooh, I hear music coming, Jen.
Oh, here comes the Chino Valley High School Marching Cougars. It's the Chino Valley High School Band. We are honored today by the appearance of the Chino Valley High School Band under the direction of Mr. Tom Weigert and led by Drum Major Vanessa Herb, Drumline co-captains Doug Morgan and Steve Fisher, and Color Guard Captain Amber Lakowski. Chino Valley High School Band has participated in many parades throughout northern Arizona and will be traveling to Anaheim, California to perform at Disneyland. All contributions will be greatly appreciated towards their trip out to Anaheim this year. What an honor to go to Disneyland.
I think that'll be their second most exciting performance of the year after today's performance.
Of course, Disneyland only holds second to us. Oh, all the shiny buttons on their uniform.
Oh, the uniforms
They're beautiful in the sun.
Yeah, I think we'll just listen to the Chino Valley Marching Band. Again, great to see the Chino Valley High School Marching Band in attendance, coming over Mingus Mountain today to participate in the parade.
Wow, that's great. Beautiful turnout on a beautiful day today. Perfect day to celebrate a parade.
As we get ready for our next float, making its way down Main Street here in beautiful Camp Verde, it is Verde Propane. Locally owned and family operated business serving the entire Verde Valley, who will deliver 25 gallons and up to residences on a weekly scheduled route. They want to thank the Creator for all that He has provided to us, and they want you to live by this quote: "For by Him all things were created in the heavens and on the earth, and in Him all things are held together." And they want you to go green with Verde Propane.
Yes, that is an excellent way to go green. And here in the Verde Valley, lots of us are doing our best to go green between recycling, going solar, using propane, working with the sun's natural energy around here. We're so fortunate to be able to have so many natural resources to be able to use.
Yes.
And here's the Prescott Veteran Center. The Prescott Vet Center provides various forms of counseling for veterans and their families. If you would like to learn more about them, they'll be parked at the fort after the parade.
That is an unbelievable unit. Look at the satellite dish on top.
Bus.
That is quite a command post.
Another one of our natural resources are veterans.
Absolutely.
Very important that we take such good care of our veterans.
You know, another exciting event that always takes place on Fort Verde's weekend is Bull Bash, and that benefits the Camp Verde High School. And look who comes our way next. It is the Camp Verde High School wrestling team, and they do remind you that they're hosting Bull Bash at Cliff Castle Casino Hotel's Stargazer Pavilion, 7 o'clock tonight. They had performances last night on Friday night as well, and it's always great to see. Look who's driving the truck. It's the clown.
The rodeo clown.
Bob
The
Weir
heroes of the
truck.
rodeo.
He is great. He is great in action.
And look, there's bulls in the trailer. Ooh, look at those.
Ooh, I have a feeling they'll be riding those later tonight.
I love rodeo. I love to support the cowboys and the children with the mutton busting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one of my proudest rodeo mom memories.
Really?
My daughter turns to me after a particularly beautiful bull ride by a young man, and she says, "Mama, that bull was rank." I was so proud. She was 5. I was so proud.
We welcome the Camp Verde Middle School Student Council members. They support the Verde Valley Natural Resources and suggest that you all have fun floating down the Verde River.
Wow, look at the boats they've made. They have a kayak and a homemade boat.
They have their homemade oars. And
the river was really running this year with all the rain we had.
Was.
Wettest season since 1919. Oh, and here come some mounted frontiersmen on some more beautiful horses. I love parades because I love horses. Yeah. There's always horses in parades.
Yes, there is.
I've had the pleasure of riding in a few, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's quite a wonderful experience.
I think this is probably our Cowboy Campfire Fellowship.
Oh, yeah. The Fellowship is a ministry to the livestock and agricultural community of the Verde Valley, meeting the second Sunday of every month at 5:30 p.m. at the home of Steve and Lynn Harris. They feed your soul, and if you bring a dish to the potluck, your tummy will also be filled. For more info, you can call Steve at 928-301-4825.
And the next float looks rather exciting in the back, and this is Vince's Auto Body, where they remind you, don't wreck the beauty of Camp Verde. Let Vince's Auto Body help you keep the cars of the Verde Valley beautiful. They're a family-owned business that's been serving their friends and family since 1986. They now proudly serve the community of Camp Verde at 573 Industrial Way behind Taco Bell. Welcome to Camp Verde, and we thank them for being in this year's parade.
What a nice float they've made, a little camping scene.
Look at that, get your camp on.
That's great.
And reminding you to leave no trace.
Pack it out.
That's right.
Absolutely. Here come the Cub Scouts, pack number 7193. Cub Scout pack number 7193 is chartered by Camp Verde United Methodist Church. For over 100 years, Boy Scouts of the Americas have been instructing young men in leadership and citizenship. These young men represent our town's greatest natural resources. Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts are committed to leave no trace. They help ensure the natural beauty of the Verde Valley will be celebrated for generations to come.
Good little singers as well.
So precious.
All those patches.
Wow.
Would have been earned.
Wonderful experience for young men. See, I was jealous. I wanted to be in the Boy Scouts.
Really?
Yeah, I did. They have so much fun. I did the Girl Scouts for about 3 days. Not my thing.
Gotcha. Coming our way now, we welcome the Camp Verde Kiwanis and the Kiwanis Key Club from Camp Verde High School, a service organization where their goal is to develop friendship, build character, leadership skills, and help to make Camp Verde a better place to live. The Kiwanis Club is all about the kids. Riding in the float, our Key Club President, Brittany Kerr, Kiwanis Club President, Gary Latrino, along with club members Marissa Garcia, Alex Bell, Sapphire Allen, Devin Westroff, and Hannah Rumpf. And we thank them for being in today's parade.
The USS Key Club. I love the corn they've got growing out the back.
That is great.
That's great. And here comes CMEX. CMEX has been serving the Verde Valley and all of northern Arizona for more than 30 years, filling all your needs for asphalt, sand, gravel, and ready-mix concrete. It would seem we have most of the items needed for these products right here in the Verde Valley.
Lucky enough to have them. I always love cement trucks.
Yes. And this one is, wow, the paint job looks
really
like they painted it this
up.
morning.
It does.
It is gorgeous. Beautiful, patriotic red, white, and blue. Yes, quite mesmerizing watching the barrel turn. Something relaxing about that.
Very much so.
Nice representation of families sitting on the sides of the truck.
We'd also like to thank Dr. Jack Houston and Camp Verde Eye Care for co-sponsoring today's coverage on TV. They're in the Basha Shopping Center. You can see them in person or visit them online at cv-eyecare.com.
Here comes the Parkside Church and Daycare. Beautiful turnout today for the Parkside Church and Daycare. They're a church for Camp Verde's most precious resource, your family. Services are held at 9 and 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and you're invited to come on in for an engaging time of worship and practical messages from the Bible. Parkside Preschool offers daycare to children from birth through preschool and after school care for children of school age.
You know what's very impressive about this float that's coming through is they're playing live music. They're plugged in and playing live.
And good sound.
Yes.
Whoever's doing their sound has done a good job. There you go. You gotta love a church that rocks.
Yeah.
It looks like they're rocking on the beach today. Little tropical island getaway.
Yeah, they have their rocks, their beach, their water in the back.
Nice. Takes talent to play on a moving float.
Very much so.
Very nice, very nice. Excellent sound. I wonder if they play at the church all the time.
I imagine they probably do.
All right, some good old rock and roll.
Very impressive.
You got all the little kids dancing here. Oh, the little
Parkside
one in the
preschool.
stripes.
Oh yeah.
So cute, the little ones. Everybody turning out in their I Love My Church t-shirts.
So we welcome Hospice of the Pines now. They've been serving Yavapai County since 2005, and when a cure is not possible, Hospice of the Pines strives to provide you with every aspect of comfort in your life. Care is just a phone call away to Hospice of the Pines, and they're proud to be here in their beautiful red Jeep, and look at all these great children following the Jeep.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming to the 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade.
Ooh.
Beautiful day. Oh, who's this? Here's the VFW Post 6739. Riding in this 2.5-ton truck and trailer of Korean vintage is Charles Johnson, a veteran of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Charles is a recipient of the Silver Star, the Bronze Star, 6 Purple Hearts, and the Navy Cross. Thank you all for your service. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all our veterans.
We support our troops, all wars, all times, past, present, future.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Again, patriotism brings tears to my eyes. I don't know what it is.
And older military vehicles like that one, just so neat to see.
They are cool. I love the way they smell. It's weird. I like the smell of gasoline and diesel.
Look at this, John Wishmeyer. He's a retired law enforcement. He is here, and he was a past Camp Verde Marshal. And look at this, his faithful dog not far from his side. That is great to see.
That's a good healer, right at the heel.
Yeah, it looks like they do a lot of riding together, doesn't it?
I bet they do. Beautiful horse, too. That's a good dog. Not often you see a dog loose at a parade, and it just goes right along. Look at all these beautiful ladies, the Rio Valley Roverettes. The Roverettes are an all-woman mounted drill team that promotes good horsemanship. We've got a lot of different breeds of horses. We have Arabs, we have thoroughbreds, we have a mule leading the pack. Oh, how beautiful. Quarter horses. Oh, a nice Morgan mix. Very, very pretty.
And the outfit, look at even the hooves are painted red or blue.
Hooves.
With the glitter, that's right.
Look at these young ladies to get started so early in a program like this.
How fun.
That's wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful day.
Now, I know you ride horses.
Yes, I do. I have several. And I have ridden in parades. It's a lot of fun. I wouldn't ride the one I have, though, in a parade.
Oh, okay.
That would not be good.
Well, this is more my speed. This is what I would ride. We'd like to welcome Chase Bank, the employees of your Camp Verde Chase Bank, riding in this Yamaha side-by-side. That's more of what I ride,
Four
Jen.
wheels is your speed,
wheels,
not
yes.
4 legs?
Not 4 legs. Not as talented. Chase is your friendly hometown bank, and they invite you to stop by and pick up your free money. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Wow, well that gets your attention, doesn't it? And here is Flame Propane. Flame Propane has been providing safe and reliable propane service to the Verde Valley since 1989. Please stop by their booth after the parade and spin the prize wheel. They hope to see you there. Hey, Brian, got gas? If not, you know where to go.
Yeah,
that's right,
yeah.
Flame Propane.
Couldn't resist, could you?
No, I had to throw that in there.
Flame Propane. We also thank them for sponsoring today's parade on Verde Valley Television, and you can count on reliable hometown service from Flame Propane on Industrial Drive in Camp Verde. Another impressive repair truck coming our way.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Another one of our sponsors today, the Pay Tool Company, dealer for Milwaukee, Jet, and Wilton. Thank you guys so much for helping sponsor the Verde Days Parade.
And I know when you do something 57 years continuously, you learn a lot, but I can't say it's been so well organized, of course, so well attended.
Absolutely.
People were out here well before 9 o'clock getting that front row seat.
Absolutely. They had their chairs set up all bright and shiny.
The kids excited. The carnival, I know you just walked around to the soccer field there. I think some kids are going to be screaming shortly, having fun at all the attractions at the carnival.
This is a wonderful, wonderful event where Camp Verde recalls its frontier roots.
It really does. And look, now we welcome Camp Verde Realty, one of Camp Verde's oldest resources for all of your real estate needs. Boy, they drove by fast.
Whee!
Bye.
They work fast, those
They
realtors.
do.
They get it done.
They will sell your home just as quickly. They live here, work here, and play here. When you're thinking of real estate, think Camp Verde Realty.
Really? Better make sure you're ready to sell, too.
Yes,
because
it'll sell fast.
Here comes the American Heritage Academy float. American Heritage Academy is building the future resources of Camp Verde, one child at a time. More beautiful shining children.
Yes.
Oh, look, and they're picking up trash as they go along, serving their community.
And look at the palm trees they made. That's
great.
Very artistic.
Oh.
Love the bunny
morning.
ears.
I know. That's great. Nice job on the palm trees.
Great job.
Ooh, look at this beautiful vehicle.
This vehicle coming our way has a lot of history. I was fortunate enough to get to meet the creator of this vehicle and the work he's done on it when the Vietnam traveling wall came to Cottonwood earlier this year. And this is the Military Order of the Purple Heart, the Dale Creek Military of the Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 793. It's named after a Vietnam United States Marine killed on February 11, 1969, and it's represented in this unbelievable 1906 F-350 Ford War Memorial truck. It holds the names, Jen, of veterans killed in action in the Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and in Afghanistan. All the names are from members of Arizona military, born in Arizona.
That's great.
And their banner, of course, across the back, I don't know if we saw it, but it said, "God bless the Granite Mountain Hotshot Crew number 7, who are still, of course, so close to our hearts still."
Yes. And here is the Camp Verde Unified School District School Bus, honoring their support services. A school does not function without the help of its support team, and that is why we're thanking them for all they do to make sure our children are learning and growing in a safe environment. It's a beautiful school bus. We didn't have buses that nice when I was a kid.
It says total safe miles for the year, 14,503. That's an active
That's great.
school district. A lot of field trips, a lot of sports events.
Added miles together is 245,788.
Ooh, look at this. This is exciting. Aloha.
Ooh.
Sam's Hawaiian Barbecue. A little bit of Hawaii can be sampled right here in Camp Verde. You can visit Sam's famous Hawaiian Barbecue, owned and operated by the Plunkett family.
Kalua pork and teriyaki chicken. Yum, yum, yum. That sounds wonderful. All the beautiful girls in the back with the flowers in their hair. And this is an amazing event that they have every year to honor Fort Verde and the town of Camp Verde. The Fort Verde State Historic Park attempts to preserve part of the Apache Wars era fort as it appeared in 1880, and thus our costumes.
Yes, yes.
Our
and
1880 period costumes.
It was so much fun to go get fitted yesterday and try on the costumes. And, of course, well, I don't know if you got a tour, but I got a little tour and some of the original flooring inside the fort. And free admission this weekend. But even yesterday, Jen, it was amazing how busy it was getting ready for Fort Verde Day.
Absolutely.
So we encourage everyone to go for the free event. But definitely, if you get the opportunity to go back and get more of a guided tour, take that opportunity because there's a lot of history.
There's a lot going on over there. And here's a classic car in honor of classic picture framing. Have you been framed lately? If not, you can go see John at Classic Framing for all your needs because he will do it with class. And that is a beautiful vehicle. Very nice. Must have waxed that till his arms fell off. It's even got the luggage on the trunk.
Ready to go. Look at that horn. I love it. Key Sports Cafe, we want to thank them. They're in Camp Verde's Bash's Shopping Center. They feature live entertainment the first and third Friday of the month, and of course have NFL Sunday Ticket on other screens on Sundays. Delicious food as well. Key Sports Cafe, proud to sponsor today's 57th annual Fort Verde Days Parade on Verde Valley Television, and we thank them for their support.
We'd like to thank the Copper Star Shooting Range for lending us their wonderful Unimog to make as our platform. And I want to mention that the Copper Star is having a big pumpkin raffle. Tickets
Literally.
are, yeah.
This pumpkin is huge.
It's an 80-pound pumpkin, at least an 80-pound pumpkin. September 25th through October 26th, the winner will be announced at the first annual Pumpkin Patch Match. They're going to have a shooting competition.
Okay.
And they're going to call it the Pumpkin Patch Match. And this will be their first annual. You want more information, you can get a hold of the Copper Star Shooting Range at 928-567-5300.
And they're located on Highway 260. And if you have not been out there to see their facility, we encourage everyone to go out there. That's where the Unimog is normally parked.
That is true, right out front where you can see it.
Yes, and we'd like to welcome Rays of Sunshine, where your child will shine all the time. They're located next door to Beato's Corner here in Camp Verde. Rays of Sunshine.
Oh, look at the little one fishing with her water rings on.
I love it, yeah.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh, the little fisherman. Here's Rising Star Academy. This is a new after-school program in Camp Verde. It's for creative, healthy kids of all ages. It's an academy mobile unit for fun. Oh, can you see the little tiny dog in her lap? It's so cute. I love Chihuahuas. They're so much fun to play with.
And here is Camp Verde Head Start. Look at this tractor, the Ford.
Nice.
Camp Verde Head Start, where they invite you to get an early start by going to Head Start. Camp Verde Head Start celebrates the Verde Valley's natural resources and supports their farming community. Well, that's a great look. It looks like fall.
It certainly does. And look, the leaves, the big leaves have been made by the children and painted with their fingers.
That's great.
Oh, hello. All their little hats. Oh, and they even have baskets decorated with leaves. They went all out for the fall theme.
All their names on the back. They did a great job.
They did. And here's American Family Insurance. Last year, Jewel entered the parade with the thought that the adventures were great because that was the theme. But this year, she wants you to enjoy the natural resources of the Verde Valley. Take a canoe trip, take a hike, enjoy the wine. One of my favorites. Plant a garden. Make sure you're covered by a good insurance plan while you do.
State Farm Insurance.
Here comes a nice, well-made banner.
South Verde High School. They offer an exciting scope of programs for students to learn. They're here today to celebrate their most important natural resource, our youth. A lot of youth in and out of the truck, following the truck. South Verde High School.
And here's Beeler's homemade ice cream. You know, you've tasted his ice cream at Hauser Farms and other places, but now he has an open trailer so he can serve at you or your family's private wedding, birthday, or other special event. What could be more natural than the ingredients in ice cream? Look at that old ice cream churn.
So fun to make ice cream.
And a hit and miss engine, a John Deere hit and miss, running that ice cream churn. Now that's a sight.
That is. In a late entry, we'd like to welcome the Rimrock Public High School Junior ROTC Mustang Flight.
Very nice. The Junior ROTC Color Guard is celebrating the greatest resource, you know, our youngsters, the U.S. Constitution and our freedom. The JROTC Mustang Flight is followed by school representatives, including the girls' volleyball team and the Beaver Creek Key Club.
And Ann Kirkpatrick in her red, white, and blue decorated truck. I don't think that was her truck.
No, I hope not. Congresswoman Ann Kirkpatrick is proud to represent the Camp Verde and Congressional District 1. Ann's staff is here to celebrate with everyone today. She serves on the House Committee, the Veterans Affairs, and the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. Thank you, Ann Kirkpatrick.
What a thrill this would be. How would you like to ride high atop the Camp Verde Fire Department fire truck and sit on that ladder and be able to drive through on a beautiful day in Camp Verde?
I thought we had a good view.
And we do. But there's, they might have us beat. Yes.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Followed by the Camp Verde Fire District truck. Boy, you could see yourself in the sides of that vehicle. It's waxed so well.
And then it looks like we'll end with the Camp Verde Marshal's new vehicle.
Ooh. Very nice. I like the lights on the cattle guard on the front of the truck.
That is very impressive. Very impressive.
That is
the
very,
new lighting
very
systems
cool.
are amazing.
They
Look at the
are
LEDs in the back.
beautiful. Fancy.
It's come a long way. You're right.
Thank you all so much for joining us today at the 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade.
Absolutely, and well, we want to take this opportunity to again and thank everyone for coming out. Look at the streets as they start to clear. There's a lot more fun today, just the beginning of all the festivities taking place for Fort Verde Days. We have a lot of sponsors we want to mention. We'd like to thank Camp Verde Ace Hardware. They were in the parade today. They're your home for legendary service, and they're pleased to be a part of this year's parade once again this year.
Dr. Jack Houston's Camp Verde Eye Care in the Bashes Shopping Center. See them in person or visit them online at cv-eyecare.com.
Key Sports Cafe, they're also in the Camp Verde Bashes Shopping Center. They feature live entertainment the first and third Friday of the month.
Flame Propane, you can count on the reliable hometown service from Flame Propane on Industrial Drive in Camp Verde.
And Pay Tool Company, a dealer for Milwaukee, Jet, and Wilton, located at 661 East Howards Road right here in Camp Verde. You'll find them online at piehttoolco.com. Call 554-0700.
And Brian, I know that you know this, but I want to mention that everyone can view this and other Verde Valley TV broadcasts on demand by visiting verdevalleytv.com.
Absolutely. And we thank you for tuning in to today's 57th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade. Oh, we, of course, have to thank Fort Verde State Historic Park for these awesome costumes.
Very fun.
They are very fun, and they were great to work with, and that park is amazing. Free admission for this weekend, but even if you find yourself watching this after Fort Verde Days has concluded, definitely a worthwhile trip to take not only yourself, but if you have friends from out of town. The history is very impressive, and it's definitely worth your time. Visit Camp Verde and Fort Verde State Historic Park is what I'm trying to say. And thank you for watching again on Verde Valley Television Channel 2 on Cable 1 and Suddenly Cable Systems. Jen, and a pleasure to work with you today.
A pleasure to work with
you
you
very
too,
much.
Brian. Thank you so much.
We need to make this an annual tradition.
We definitely
as well.
do.
So we'll see you back next year for the 58th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade here in beautiful Camp Verde.
Cast has been brought to you by Camp Verde Ace Hardware, the home of legendary service, and they're pleased to be a part of the parade again this year. Dr. Jack Houston's Camp Verde Eye Care. In the Bashes Shopping Center, see them in person or visit online, cv-eyecare.com. Keith's Sports Cafe and Bar in Camp Verde's Bashes Shopping Center features live entertainment the first and third Friday of every month. Flame Propane. You can count on reliable hometown service from Flame Propane on Industrial Drive in Camp Verde. Pay Tool Company, a dealer for Milwaukee, Jet, and Wilton, located at 661 East Howards Road in Camp Verde. Online at paytoolco.com. Call 554-0700. To view this and other Verde Valley TV broadcasts on demand, visit verdevalleytv.com.